you ready to get on with part 2? Now, I think this is going to take us a bit longer to make than I anticipated. So what I want to do tonight, we're going to start off with the easy bit. We're going to start off with this little wallet in the middle here. So, ever so easy to make. It's got a belly band closure. Oh, I better take this off the right way. So it's got a belly band closure, and then it just opens up and you've just got a waterfall. Now I've just put, for some reason best known to myself, I've put 7 waterfalls on there. I don't know why. You could put more than that. You could put 8 on actually. 8 would probably be the best number, so I might just do that actually. I've probably written 7 in the... Have I written 7?
I think
no, I've written 8.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, because I must have realised. So, this is so simple. So I think we'll start with this tonight.
Yes, you are.
I know, I must be on the ball, more on the ball than I think. Okay, right. So grab your trimmer. I still haven't sorted mine out. That's a job for this weekend.
Sorting.
And some of your cardstock. I'm using white. Hi, Donna. And we're going to cut one piece at 9 1/4 by 8 1/4 inches. Now remember, 8 1/4 inches, if you're in the UK, that's the width of a sheet of A4. Hi, Noreen. So I'm just going to cut this at 9 1/4. Okay, then I'm going to cut one piece at 5 1/2 by 8 1/4. So obviously 8 1/4 is my width again. So I'm going to cut this at 5 1/2. Okay. Now I need to cut 8 pieces at 5 1/4 by 4 1/2 inches. So 5 1/4 by 4 1/2, and I need 8 of those. So that's 1, 2, 3. I can't remember what these sizes are. You've got to cut 8 of these, and I can't remember what they are. 5 1/4 by 4 1/2. How many have I done? 3. 5 1/4 by 4 1/2. So that's 4. 5. Oh, have you still got video?
Yep.
I haven't. It says there's a problem with it.
That's working here.
Look.
Just go out, come back in, I think. Press the H. Oh, it's gone. Oh, you're back.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, Lorraine. That's terrible. Are you all right? Hi, Michelle. Oh, you showing off with your fractions again? Oh, for goodness sake. David, did you see what he did in class on Wednesday? Behind my back, literally. Taught us all how to put in proper fractions, except I've totally ignored it when I did my what's it thing.
Your what's it thing, yeah?
Yeah. Have you seen anybody, Lorraine?
It was last March when I had exactly the same thing happen to me.
Yeah, it was just before lockdown, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yep. We've still got the old car on the drive.
Yeah.
It was very useful over Christmas, wasn't it? We had a projector on it.
Yeah. I'll need some Christmas lights.
6, 7. One more. He's updated it, David. He's put an update in today for Android, haven't you?
Yes, handed it to Android users.
Right, so 8 by 4 1/4 by 4 1/2, and then we've got our belly band, which you can use some of these offcuts for, and we're going to cut them at 6. You want 2 at 6 1/4 by 2 inches. Okay, right, put your trimmer to side for a moment. Right, okay, and now we'll score. So let me grab my scoreboard. I still haven't found my scoring tool. Goodness knows where that's gone. So I'm using this old one, which I broke on the first day I ever had it. And we'll start off, we'll go backwards. So we'll start off with the belly band. So we're going to score on the 6 1/4 inch side, which means we're putting the 6 1/4 inch side at the top, and we're going to score that at 1/2 inch. And we're doing that on both of them. Okay, nice and simple. A good, easy way to start. Okay, so we can put those to one side, and now we're going to grab these pieces that are 5 1/4 by 4 1/2, and we're going to score exactly the same on all of them at 4 1/2 inch. On the 4 1/2 inch side, we're going to score at 1/2 inch, and that's the same on all of them. So on the 4 1/2 inch side, at 1/2 inch. Now, if you're going to use this to put some photos in your book, you'll notice that that is actually slightly less long than a standard photo. A standard photo would be 6 by 4 inches. And for some reason, best known to myself, I haven't done these at 6 by 4 inches. I don't know why. There must have been a good reason. Probably didn't fit in the wallet or something. I don't know. But let's be honest. I think most of us will crop photos down, won't we? I certainly do. I think I might have too many of these. So, yeah, we're scoring on the 4 1/2 inch side at 1/2 inch. Okay, which leaves us 2 pieces. So we've got this one piece, which was 4 1/2 by 8 1/4 inches, and we're not scoring on that at all. So you can put that to one side, which leaves us our last piece, which was 9 1/4 by 8 1/4 inches. So we're scoring on the 9 1/4 inch side, so that's at the top. And we're going to score at 1/2 inch, 5/8 of an inch, which basically means that we've got a tiny little 1/8 of an inch gusset. And I'll show you this a bit closer in a minute. Hi, Anne. I don't know what I'm doing either. Hi, Margaret. Hi, Kirsten. I was talking about you earlier. I have to say, you made me laugh today talking about the calipers. It's bad enough when he uses them, and now you too. Hilarious. Right, so we've got that 1/8 of an inch gusset there, and now we're going to move along to 6 1/8 of an inch, and then 6 1/4. So basically, what you're going to have now is a little sort of, this is where it's going to be like a gatefold. So this is going to fold over and give us an 1/8 of an inch gusset, and then we're going to have an 1/8 of an inch gusset over here, and then this bit that we didn't score is going to attach there, and that's going to be the front of our book. Okay, so it's really not difficult. You just got to remember to do your 1/8 of an inch gusset, which means that it'll sit so much more nicely. That was terrible English. Okay. Are you talking about selfies? Yes, she's finally gone and done it. Finally gone and ordered it. I know. Okay, right, so we're going to start off with this big piece that's got the 1/8 of an inch gussets. And the first thing that I would suggest we do is actually just fold on that gusset line. So I've got a little flap just like that, okay?
Say, that's a beautiful ring. Was it a Christmas present?
Yes, from me to me. I have the most beautiful, beautiful engagement ring. It is diamonds. It's not at all the sort of ring that I would ever choose in a million years. I don't know why I chose it, other than the fact it is utterly beautiful. But because of the shape of it, I've managed to lose one of the diamonds out of it. And we haven't had it mended yet, have we?
No.
No. So poor Mark has been trying to find a ring that I can wear in the meantime, because I don't like not wearing an engagement ring. But I've got fat fingers. I mean, look at them. You can see they're terribly fat, and I've had a nightmare trying to find something. But, and you'll like this one, Tracy, because it's an American company. Look up Blush and Blue, and they do, well, I'm not suggesting for 1 minute that you have fat fingers, but if for anybody like me that has fat fingers, they do nice big rings, and I love opals, so I treated myself. So yeah, look at Blush, or is it Blush and Blue? Blush and Bar, maybe. Blush and Bar. Because we've had a real problem trying to find one to wear. And I'm going to be so nervous wearing my proper ring now. I mean, I did lose one before, didn't I? But yes, we found the diamond. But this time I have absolutely no idea where it's gone. And it's going to be really hard getting back into wearing it, I think. Blush and Bar, Blush and Blue is a paper collection from Scrapmere.
Yeah, Blush and Bar, I'm on the website.
Yeah.
Which is blushandbar.com.
Yeah. It's ever so nice. They're just absolutely gorgeous and very reasonable. And it's silver as well, because I'm not a lover of gold. So my wedding ring and my engagement ring are white gold, aren't they?
They are.
Okay, right, so what I've got now is I've got my little wallet folded with the gussets. And now I'm going to stick my front bit, so that's the bit that goes in there. And I'm going to stick this onto, I'm going to do it inside because it's just a bit easier to see what I'm doing. I'm going to glue this up to where the score line is, that first score line. Although I must admit, I did manage to order it a little bit too big for us to change. But they had an absolutely brilliant offer on Black Friday. And you don't pay any shipping as well, so if you're in the UK, that's nice.
You get your selfie around just to...
My selfie, yeah, it's in that black bag up there.
I'll just quickly get out to show.
Yeah. Mine's as old, and that was another lovely Christmas present from you. Mine's really old, but it's been going forever, hasn't it? Yeah. How long have we had that?
It's been a fair few years.
Yeah. So what I've done is I've just glued that the front of my page onto where that first score line is. Yeah, I know. I'm not very good at taking those off. So now that's my little wallet put together like that.
And that's a selfie.
So you put, oh no, I've just done that. You take the front off and you pop in the paper tray like that. And what it does, it's brilliant to watch, because what it does is it prints one colour at a time. So when you're watching it print, it starts off with, like, I think it starts off with yellow. It starts off with yellow, and then it puts the red on, and then it puts the blue on, and you think, you're looking at it and you're thinking, this is just weird. And then suddenly the picture comes together, doesn't it?
It does.
It's absolutely brilliant. Yeah, yeah. So they're really good fun to watch, actually, selfies, for that alone. Yes. Right, so here we go. So that's the little book put together. Now what I want to do is I'm going to put my waterfall in here, but I'm going to make it easy for myself. And the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm just going to back that before I put my waterfall pages on. So let's see what I've got. Oh, David, by the way, I suspect you were probably right, and I may not get the whole thing done out of one pack of 8x8. I think you were right. Don't know what to use. Let's go with that one. Yeah, so I might end up using 2. Right, 5.5 by 8.25.
David says he used 12 to 12 pages and had hardly anything left.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense actually. What did I say it was? 5.5? I'm just not with it today at all.
That's what he said.
Yeah, I did. 5.5 by... Oh, I'm going to live dangerously. I'm cutting, I'm just matting that very back bit of my little insert here before I put the waterfall on. 2.25.
Celia has nearly finished her Xmas book.
Oh, well done.
Stamperia papers. Any mistakes can be easily with a patchwork print of the papers. Do you have a Stamperia tapestry?
No, I haven't got that one. I should have ordered a... Oh, look, I've cut that too short. What sort of idiot am I?
A special kind.
I'll have to put a border on that. That's all right. I should have ordered... I've just ordered all of the Vagabond papers. For when we get round to doing that. And I should have ordered some other bits as well, and I didn't. Got sidetracked. So I might have to put in another order. So if there's things that you want, just let me know. Right. Well, I know there was some stripy bits in this paper, wasn't there? I reckon it's probably going to be another 2 weeks before we finish this book. So my question is, what sort of book do you want to do afterwards? I'm going to round the corners of my my waterfall. Sorry, I'm just reading. To be honest with you, see, what are we talking about? The book with the acetate, the sub book. Because those Stamperia, those sort of, you know, I'm just wondering if somebody like, oh, my brain's gone completely dead today. Oh, they've got 13 arts. I don't know whether that might do. Oh. Okay. Oh. I ain't doing pink, David, she says, cutting up pink paper. One that has pop-ups in. Oh, look, my picture's gone again.
We could have a Valentine's one with pop-ups.
We could do Valentine's with pop-ups, couldn't we?
Yeah.
All right, if that's what you want. If you fancy that, we can do that. We could do hearts and stuff.
I heart you.
Yeah. That'd be lovely. All right. I'll have a think. It ain't going to be pink. Okay, so what I've done is I've folded all of my waterfall pages. These are, you know, somewhere where we can put, you know, photos. I've just folded them over like that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach them to my page. So I'm just going to pop some glue on there. And I'm going to do this the wrong way around because it's easy for me, probably being left-handed. And I'm going to just put this towards the top, but not quite at the top. But I'm going to centre it left to right. So there's going to be a little bit of paper showing on either side. But I just need to make sure that it's straight. Okay, and I'm going to just make sure that that's straight. Now, don't worry about these bits because we'll come back to those in a bit. So now I'm going to line up the next one. And I'm going to butt that up to the bottom of that one that I've just added in. But I'm going to make sure that that's in straight so that those all line up. You want what?
I'll make tomorrow line pop-ups for Valentine's.
I don't even want to guess what you two are talking about.
No, I said it. And she's typed it.
Oh, okay. And then we're just going to keep going until we've got them all in place.
And could I hear you just says hello?
Hi, Anne. Oh, I need to send you a message. I'll do that when we're done.
Rizwana's watching you in the kitchen.
What have you cooked for tea tonight, Rizwana? Do you know we need to make those
we do.
things again?
We do.
They were blooming lovely. What are they? Remind me, Rizwana, what is it that we made from your recipe?
Something
No.
I don't know.
They were absolutely gorgeous. I can't remember what they were called.
Chickpea.
Yeah.
Something.
Very Moorish. Okay, that all lines up so far.
She's made chicken curry with chapattis.
Oh, nice.
And she's making lemon drizzle cake.
That's Mark's favourite.
It is.
I don't make it for him anymore. I used to do loads of baking, didn't I?
Yeah, and your lemon drizzle cake is really nice.
I really need to start doing that again.
Oh, hi, and thanks for the surprise.
Oh, it's an absolute pleasure. That kind of keeps us happy, doesn't it? I like that. The 13th box idea works well for me. Okay, nearly there. Let's make sure that lines up, which it doesn't. Now I've stuck it in. Okay, and the last one.
Brown chickpea kebabs.
That's
Yeah,
it.
I was
Oh,
right.
you were right.
I was right all round actually, except for the colour. I said black, that was brown.
It's very nice.
Yeah, they are very nice. We need to chop fine.
I don't know. I like the rustic version. Right, so I've put my 8 waterfall pages in, and in time they will kind of lie flat. It's just that obviously at the moment they're not used to lying the way that I want them to lie, so they will. But you've got a number of options here, okay, when we come to decorate the rest of this particular folder. If you wanted to, there's absolutely nothing stopping you doing like a little band that maybe goes on a, what do you call it, a magnet up here that you could use to keep that shut. There's nothing stopping you putting a little pocket on here as well either, if you wanted, so that, you know, when you close up you've got a little pocket, because it's all going to stay together quite well because of the belly band, which is these 2 bits here. So I'm just going to fold on those 2 flaps. I don't know where my bone folder is, because I could really do
still haven't found it.
burnishing these. No.
Oh yeah, big boner.
Oh no, my big boner, yeah. And then I'm going to put some glue on either of these flaps. That doesn't look long enough to me.
I've got my hand.
Oh no, I want my little boner.
Oh, I thought you wanted.
I don't want your big boner.
Okay.
Is that there as well?
Looking for you.
Oh.
It's a little boner.
That's because I tidied up. No wonder I can't find anything. And then I'm just going to stick these one on top of each other at either side. So you can see I've put that flap on that side, and that flap goes on that side.
This is one of made salmon fish cakes yesterday.
Oh, nice. Oh, that was what we were going to have for tea.
Yes, it was, yeah.
Fish. Yeah.
Oh, you were going to have corn fish.
Yeah, corn fish, which isn't too bad, I don't think. Right, so now that when it's dry should she says, and I made this bigger so that it would, yeah, that'll just slip on, she says, on there like that, and form the closure of the book. Okay, so that's what we need to do. We need to decorate that up. Now, do you want me to decorate mine up now, or shall we move on to the next bit? What would you rather? I'm quite happy to sit and decorate if you don't mind. It's up to you. I didn't think you would, Mel.
That's too busy, yeah, with an entendre.
Oh, well, there's a surprise.
Well, actually, I wouldn't call it entendre. It's just pure fun.
Hi, Judith. What am I missing? Ellie saying pure filth.
Oh, Mel. Nothing to do with me.
Mel saying precisely no work.
No.
Oh, have we gone on since then? My thing keeps crashing. So am I decorating this up, or am I moving on? You've all gone quiet now. Oh, you know what? I'm just going to decorate it. Thanks, Donna. Right, okay. So, yeah, I'm just going to carry on and I'm going to decorate.
Oh, Alison says move on. Kathy said move on.
Oh, move on. Decorate.
Maybe Amanda says do a heather small.
Do it. Oh, well, now this is no good. You're all half and half. I'll tell you what we'll do, okay? We'll make the pages for the other side and we'll come back and decorate.
Does that mean you want you to sing?
Oh, what?
Dave, David.
Why?
Your head is small.
You really don't want me to sing. People can testify as to my singing prowess. Right, so what I want to do next is the left hand side of the book, which is... Where's my book? How can I have lost my book? Oh, it's here. Oh, no, it's not. Where is it? It's gone. I found the insert. Where's the book? Oh, it's under my paper. Right. So what I want to do now is I want to cut out these bits. So those two side bits, and that's got some funny little pockets on it. Well, not really pockets. And then these two bits that fold like that. Okay. We're not going to do the shaker pocket today. We'll do that next week. But we're going to cut those bits out first. Okay. So, grab some card, and we're now on to tonight's cutting guide, just so you know. So we're going to cut 2 at 6 by 9 inches.
Judith said she had one of those lovely trimmers for Christmas.
I think a few people did.
Yeah. I think we should have bought shares in the company.
We should, shouldn't we?
You still haven't got your finger on.
No, I know. I'm still guessing. But it's my fault. I installed it wrong. I should have got you to do it, dear.
Yeah. We keep saying every week I'm going to do it, but...
Well...
Then food gets in the way.
Oh, doesn't it always? Right, so that's 2 at 6 by 9 inches, and then 2 at 4 by 7 inches. Yes, dear. I don't know. Cut 2 at 6 by 9 inches. Oh, where does it... I'll show you. It fits, this little wallet, which is what we've just made, fits into the right hand, the right hand side. So when you open up this bit, this little wallet fits in there perfectly.
We're putting the 2 at 4 by 7 now.
So that goes in there on the right hand side, okay? So yeah, we've just cut 2 at 6 by 9. And now we're cutting 2 at 4 by 7.
I'm not with you now. I'm not playing now.
It's all right.
Blame Mel.
I always do blame Mel. All right, so that's 2 at 4 by 7. And then we want one at 9 by 6 1/4. Okay. 1 by 9 is 6 1/4. And then one at 9 by 3 1/4. I wonder if I've got any offcuts that'll do. Oh, no. That's a shame. 3 1/4. So one at 9 by 3 1/4. So this is our far... On the left-hand side, this is our far right-hand piece. Right. So 9 by 3 1/4. Okay, and then you might have to watch me do this bit because I'm not sure I've written it terribly well. But I want you to cut 2 at 3 by 4 1/2. So you're going to have 2 like that, okay? Now, what I want you to do with them is I want you to cut them in half diagonally. So you're going to cut from corner to corner like that. So you're going to end up with 2 right-hand triangles. That's what they're called, isn't it? Two right-hand triangles. It is
Yes,
right-hand triangles. See, you're not the only one that can do all this math stuff.
Vectors.
Oh, shush. Right. Did anybody else study vectors at school in maths? Now, you have to bear in mind that I actually did O-levels as opposed to GCSE, so this shows how old I am. But did anybody else do vectors? No. Lisa, count yourself lucky. Because they were the bane of my life. My dad was a chemistry teacher. And by the fact that he was a chemistry teacher, he was brilliant at maths as well. And I wasn't good at maths. I wasn't good at chemistry either, but that's another story. But my father was determined, obviously being an educator, that we were going to have as good as educations as we possibly could.
I used to have done a GCSE 2 years ago.
And you didn't do vectors. Well, I'm glad, because that just says to me that they've realised how evil vectors are and they've taken them off the curriculum. So my dad used to help me learn math stuff that I couldn't do, so that I could get my O-level maths, and I managed most of it. I used to like quadratic equations. I used to find those quite easy.
Yeah, I like quadratic.
But vectors,
Never used them
no,
since.
just no. And I cried, and it was hell, and it was awful, and I want to know why, because I have never, ever, ever in my entire life ever needed to know anything about vectors. So what was the point of all that upset? That's what I want to know. Anyway, as you can tell, I'm still sore about it. 40, 30,
35.
quite a few, thank you, 35 years on, I'm still upset. I can't use a slide rule, Lorraine, although I do find various bits of mathematical equipment quite useful. Right, we're going to do this backwards. So you've got your funny little triangles, okay? If you just pop it up, all we're going to do is we're just going to score at ½ an inch on each side.
On Wednesday, so she fell asleep. She apologises.
Oh dear, were you up all night for good reasons partying, or because you couldn't sleep? So what I've done here on these triangles is I've just scored at ½ an inch on the right-angled side, so that those two score lines intersect. I'm not sure how well. Oh, logarithms. Oh gosh, yes. Ugh. Yeah. Wasn't that something to do with triangles? Logarithms, cosines, and
No.
what were they for?
Cosines and tangents. And
Yeah, that's it. What were they for?
circles.
I know about tangents because I often go off on one.
Triangles.
And I know somebody who can recite pi to how many places?
Lots.
Lots, yes. What sort of sad life is that? Oh, goodness me. He's still at it. He was doing this last night. I don't know quite what he thinks it's going to achieve. Right, okay. So,
What did I say to you there? I said something to you there. I can't remember what it was.
I can't remember.
It was
The only
funny.
pie that I like is apple pie. Oh, you're weird, Tracy. Yes, David, I remember that. But I can't remember exactly what they were for or why we had to go through
we
such
didn't have
hell.
calculators, did we?
No, we didn't.
I
We
had
never.
logbooks for logarithms, sines, cosines.
Yeah, we did.
tangents, arctangents, arcsines.
I don't even think we never took calculators into exams, did we?
No.
No. Not like the kids of today.
No.
No. We weren't allowed calculators. I'm good at mental arithmetic. I can add up dead quick.
One.
I can't measure, but I can add up dead quick. Cherry pie. Oh, yes, Tracy. Oh. Goose gog. Tracy, you need to explain. I don't even know what that is. Right, okay, so while Tracy's explaining to me what goose gog is, we've got this little piece here, which was 9 by 3 1/4.
Well, I'd know goose gog is a gooseberry.
And what's Mel rabbiting on about? I can get to silicon and then it goes hazy.
I don't know.
Gooseberry.
That's goose gog.
What are we talking about now? Oh, pie!
Oh, yeah.
I'm so sorry. Oh, yeah, Noreen, lemon meringue. Oh, yeah, that's great.
That's a
pie.
favourite of ours.
Yeah, we like lemon meringue pie.
I
We
love
just like
gooseberries,
pie,
yeah.
actually, don't we?
I do, yeah.
Yeah, gooseberry's nice.
I like pumpkin pie as well.
Right, you've heard me mention these friends of ours on the radio, okay? Well, 2 of them were on today, and one Bry, tends to tell the worst jokes in the world, and and I've never been so straight-faced in my life, because he said, and I don't even think this is funny, he said, what do you call a sad strawberry? A blueberry. How is that even funny?
That's not funny.
It's not funny, is it?
That's even bad for him.
Yeah, there you go. I've shamed him now.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Brian
Right.
Boy.
Yes. So listen to Can It Chase Radio, everybody.
FM.
You can get jokes like that regularly. It's great, really. Right. Okay. So we're scoring. No, not all the time. I said it wasn't funny. I said a blueberry isn't a strawberry. They're not even alike. You can't even. Anyway, right. 3 1/4 inch side. We're going to score a 1/2 inch and 3/4 of an inch. So we've got, and I've lost my picture again. We've got that 1/4 inch gusset going on in there. Okay. Oh, you want jokes? You want jokes? Let me hand you over to Mark, who has joined the world's. You're doing that fraction thing again. Who has joined the Facebook Dad Jokes group, and I'm having to suffer the brunt of it. Right. Okay. So what's our next bit? 9 by 6 1/4 inches. So I'm going to score on the 6 1/4 inch side at 1/2 inch and 1/4 inch. We're really not getting on very well tonight at all, are we? So now we've got these 2, which were 4 by 7. Now these are pockets. They're just simple pockets. So they're dead easy to do. We're going to score on the 7 inch side at 1/2 inch and at 6 1/2 inches. Turn it round 90 degrees. So we're scoring on the 4 inch side at 1/2 inch. The one that's 4 by 7. Okay. So exactly the same on the other one. 7 inches at the top, 1/2 inch, 6 1/2 inches. Scoot it round 1/2 inch, 90 degrees, and score on the 1/2 inch mark.
What?
No, not Mark.
Oh.
I'm taking no notice, Mel. Right, then we've got these 2 pieces, which were 9 inches by 6 inches, and we're scoring on the 9 inch side at 1/2 inch, and that's the same on both of them. Well, you're lucky you only get one, Linda. I get them all the time. They're terrible. Absolutely terrible. Right, so let's start at these 2 bits, which were the bits that we just scored, that was 6 by 9 inches. So what these are, if I show you in here, these are these 2 pages, those 2 bits that fold out like that, okay? And you can see that they've both got a pocket on the bottom, which is what we're going to add on in a moment. But this one as well, all I did was, it's got a second pocket, but I just used a bit of design paper and I just glued it around the edge, so there's no folds on that. So if you wanted to do something like that to get a bit more interest, then you can do. Just a thought.
The last one you scored the 6 by 9.
Yes, and you're scoring on the 9 inch side at 1/2 inch. So I'm going to fold on that score line now. And now Mark's found my boners. I'm going to just crease those like that. Okay, now I've got my 2 simple pockets, and I'm going to, I've still lost all my scissors. I'm going to Kinky Mitre Mel. What score lines is 9 by 6 1/4? Right, Jane, on the 6 1/4 inch side, score at 1/2 and 3/4 of an inch. Okay, so on the simple pockets, we're going to do a bit of kinky mitring. So we're going to just snip up to where the score lines intersect, just change the angle of our scissors slightly and cut that like that. Okay. And then fold on those score lines and burnish well. Rather better than I'm doing, in fact. It's almost got a kink in it. Oh, I've just had an idea for the Halloween. Valentine's, same thing. Valentine's book. Oh, okay.
Keep it in there, dear. Keep it in there.
I'll have to write it down in a minute, otherwise I'll forget. Yeah, I need to write it down. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add these pockets onto these flappy bits that we've just done. Okay, so we've got the flap, and that's going to be, now bear in mind that this is one of them. This is going to be the top one, so the flap is going to be at the top because that's where it's going to attach to our book. Okay, so we're going to put one of our pockets on the front, but at the bottom of that flap. Okay, so I'm just going to pop some glue, and I'm going to pop this pocket on the bottom of that page, right down at the bottom like that. Okay. What's this conversation? Are you complaining about me?
No.
Why not? You should be.
Later, dear. I'll do some
Okay, so this is the flap that flaps down from the top. Now the other one flaps down from the bottom. So this is the flap that's going to attach to the bottom of our book, which means...
I forgot we're making a book.
Yeah, I know. Which means that we need to put the pocket at the bottom on this one. So the pocket is going to go where the flap is. All right, so on this one, we've got the flap at the top to attach it to our book. And at this one, we've got the flap on the bottom. Okay? We cool with that?
Yep.
Excellent. He always does good, D. Mostly, actually. I've only shouted at you once this week.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't notice.
No, you don't take any notice of me. It's probably best, to be honest. I've just had him packing up cards.
It's been fun.
Well, it has been quite nice, actually, because we've actually sat and spent some time together, haven't we? We've been together. Yeah.
And then you fell asleep.
I did.
I went to talk to you
And I woke myself up with a snort. What's the Valentine's idea? Hearts. That's all you're getting.
Yeah.
But let's just say you're going to be able to see inside the book without opening it. Maybe. Maybe. I'll see. Because it might be a bit of a pain to cut out, but we'll see. Okay, right. So now, basically, we've got our 2 pages with the flaps, and I'm thinking They, you know, they're going to open like this. So those flaps are okay. Right. So now we've got these other two pieces. This is going to fit on the left hand side. So I'm just going to fold on those two score lines there. So I've got my gusset, and I'm going to round that corner. And that's the bit that's going to go there. And then this one is going to fold on those score lines again. So I've got a gusset on that side. And that's going to open up like that. But I've got these funny little triangle pockets, which I now need to add onto each of these four corners. So I'm going to kinky mitre each of the corners where the two score lines intersect. And now I'm going to just fold on that score line, or both score lines, and you'll see immediately that there is a problem, because now you can see where those bits fold over. You can see them. So I'm just going to take my scissors and I'm going to snip those corners off like that. So my shape's kind of like that. So that when I fold those over, well, no, that didn't work, did it? You need to do it at quite an angle. Told you maths wasn't my strong point.
Is that an obtuse?
It's probably obtuse. So that's gonna. So I've just cut that off at quite an angle. And now, if I pop some glue on, it probably would have been easier to have backed this first, actually, with some pattern paper. But if you back yours first with some pattern paper, I can stick mine on afterwards. And I'm gonna put that little triangle pocket on the corner up to where the score line is for that first gusset. Okay, now you've got to bear in mind that this one is going to fold the other way. So even though you've scored it one particular way, you're going to have to fold it the way that you wouldn't naturally fold it, if you see what I mean. Because you're putting it the other way round. It's just... And that's going to go on that corner there.
Rather obtuse.
Now, we're not going to do much more tonight. I don't want to stick this in my book until I've base matted it, because it's just too much like hard work to do it like that. So I'm going to give you some homework. So for your homework this week, what I want you to do is I want you to base mat all of your pages. So these two that we've just made, front and back. Okay, so decorate those up. Decorate this up. That's just flat. There's nothing that goes on there. And I want you to decorate this page up as well. Okay. And obviously there's your little insert which goes on the other bit. So that's what I want you to do for next Friday. So that should keep you happy with something to do.
Says you can't go yet, you'll have to work.
Sorry about that. But I don't want you to stick these in your book yet, because there is a way to do it, in order to do it in, that I think just makes it lie flat better.
Yes.
Betterer.
Besterist
way, yeah. So I want you to decorate them, but I don't want you to put them in your book. You just make sure I'm doing that right.
Wendy says she really knows to make this book, but she needs a desk back.
I had to tidy mine up this afternoon with a bit of a tip.
Yes. Now it's just the floor.
The floor's not that bad.
Oh yeah, no cats on it. Don't know where they are.
No, I don't know where they are either. They're quiet, which is very unnerving. Oh, put that in the wrong place.
Daisies.
Okay, so now I've got my page that's got the gusset here, and then I've got those 4 little, oh, I haven't put that on very straight. I've got those 4 little pockets here that you can just, you know, pop your
what was the score lines on the tray?
just 1/2 inch on the
The 2 shortest
on the
sides.
yeah, on the where the right angle corner is. Okay, so your homework is to base decorate these and these. And if I just show you mine, I think there are some pictures in the group anyway, but if anybody wants pictures, just let me know. So what you're going to do is you're going to decorate up this little book. And like, for instance, here on my, I've decorated up on my, I've just put like a 1/2 inch strip on the bottom of my waterfall pages, and I've just added a few bits in. Nothing more than that. And I've decorated up the belly band, which was good fun because that's where I've put a bit more decoration. Okay. So I want you to decorate that up. And then I want you to decorate these up, or at least base decorate them. You don't have to put any little add-ons yet. We can do that when we finish it. But I want you to decorate up with those 4 triangle corners and that back bit. Little tip, if you do put these on first, if you cut that piece of pattern paper to go in there and then snip those corners off like that on your pattern paper, it fits in a whole lot more easiest than if you try and put the whole piece in if you haven't matted it first, if that makes sense. And we'll do inserts another time, but this is just to give you an idea of you know how they go in. And then you're going to decorate up that piece, and all I've done is I've just decorated front and back. I've just got a plain piece here. Like I said, with these ones, these 2 that fold up and down, I've just decorated either side of them. But on this one, I've done myself another little pocket, but I've just used pattern paper for that, and I've just put a bead of glue around the outside.
How many sheets of 12 by 12 did you use?
I didn't. Oh no, I used the whole pack of. This is AB Studio Whispers of Fairy Tales, which I think is it 8 or 10 sheets. Anyway, I used the entire thing, and I'm now trying to use one book of 8 by 8. And I've realised that David was right all along, and I'm probably not going to make it out of that much. I might have to find some, maybe some plain cardstock or something to eke it out a little. So that's your homework, okay? I want you to decorate all of those bits up. Are you all right with that?
Yeah.
Yep.
I am.
Cool. So will that do? Right. Okay, so back here next Friday at 7:30, and we will put those bits in, and we'll have a look at the shaker, which goes in the middle here. Okay, so make sure you've got some sequins and some acetate, and then if we get a chance, we'll have a look at the front. But I think the front's going to be a week all on its own, to be honest with you, because it's quite. Because remember, we've got our moving bits, so I need to show you how to do those.
Shaky.
Yeah. Okay.
Moving.
Right. Okay. So yes, I did. I am using Graphic 45 on mine,
This way.
and I'm using Ephemera Queen. I feel I might need another pack. I'll have to see how it goes. Right, brilliant. Okay, see you guys next Friday. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Take care if you're in the UK, because it's cold out there.
It's cold.
And we'll see you next week.
Lovely.
Bye.
Oh.